All right. Welcome everybody. My name is Paul Kim, and today I wanted to give a case study of a recent project that we were working on this year, where we were optimizing this organization's Google Business Profile, and without touching their website. So that's why today the title is how to rank with Google Business Profile without just utilizing Google Business Profile. And so I am using my headset because I tend to notice that when I am on um, my USB microphone and when I'm using my cursor, I could hear it on my on the microphone. So I'm using my headset. So this is a nonprofit organization. It actually happens to be my church, and let me share with you the testimony from Pastor Isaac. He is one of the pastors there, and he gave me a message, and I asked him to write a review for our company. And so let me just read it. I'm a pastor at a medium-sized church in Bergen County, working with K Madison. Had a great, amazing experience, and so forth. Um, and so um, when I saw this review, it really touched me, and so I wanted to share this with everybody exactly what we did with this organization, and then hopefully it will help you in your business as well. Okay, so um, let me share my. Uh, so before we work on any Google Business Profile, we typically would go in to their Google Business Profile if they have one. So if you don't have one, then you basically have no record or no history. So we usually like to take a snapshot of where they are in their um, organization, right? Or where they are, because in order for you to know where to go, you have to know where you are. And so we typically do that, and we take like a snapshot, and we take a bunch of history and audit the Google Business Profile. And so if you look at the screen, so previously the name of the church is Joy Christian Fellowship. And so if you this is a record of their performance on their Google Business Profile, and as you can see here, they have a lot of searches going on. But one thing that you will notice that their searches is based on the name of the church. So what this is typically meaning that it means that people are searching on Google Maps for directions, and those are people that are familiar with the church, and they're probably typically for myself as well. So when I want to go to a place, I type in the name of that place, and then I just want to know how long it's going to take me. And so this is telling me that a lot of people are searching for that church because of people they already know the church already, right? So what this tells me is that there's the searches that are outside of the scope of the people that are what I'm trying to say is that we need to expand that search so that they show up in um, they show up when people that are not familiar with the church, um, that they show up. And so the reason why um, Pastor Isaac wrote that review was actually because when he was, um, I guess, interviewing or talking with new members of the church recently, and two of the couples they indicated they found the church through Google search online, and so that made me really happy, and that really, that's why I asked Pastor Isaac to write that review. And so when so what I'm going to do is I'm going to share with you this screen of um, the church. Let me just go pull it this in here, and let me go and find that screen. Okay, and so I'm going to zoom in a little so that you can see it a little bit better. And then we're going to go look at the performance. And so if you look at the performance, the current performance right now, right? And if you scroll down, this is where you will do the search breakdown. And I'm going to click on search, see more. So as you can see, they're still performing on based on their name of the church, as you can see, right? But you can also see that they are now showing up um, search based on church, non-denominational church near me and Christian church near me. And not sure what this is, but that's interesting. So, um, so what that means is that they are showing up beyond the name of the church. And so there are people that are gonna find Joy Christian Fellowship when they're searching for certain keywords and not specifically for that organization or company. Okay. So what did we do? So there are so there's no way that I can cover everything that we did in this short, 15, 20 minutes that I'm live. But I will tell you the four things. No, actually, main three things that we did, right? And I'm gonna cover them now. The three things are if you go look at this edit profile right here, in order to optimize your Google Business Profile, you have to make sure that you edit this or you fill out this profile as much and as complete as possible. This is where I see most of the churches, or not churches, most organizational companies, they don't fill this in properly, right? Um, and we're still testing this. We're still testing some of the things. So you have to understand, just like in any platform, any um, you have to test to see what results you get and what works and what doesn't work. And we're still testing um, this primary category. We are testing it out to make to see what um, because if you put too many primary categories, it may not work. And so we have to maybe take some out and then put more in. And so it's a matter of testing. You have to fill out your description, your opening date, phone number, the website. All of this information needs to be filled in to the best of your ability. Now, this is another thing that we in the service area is another thing that we have to also test out as well because um, you know they service. I mean, not Joy is located in North Bergen County, and so do we list all the towns? There's a lot of towns surrounding where the church is located, and so I'm still kind of debating whether to put all of the towns or do we put the county and New York, New Jersey in the vicinity. So this is something that we are gonna continue to test and see what works and what doesn't work. Okay, and then hours, um, accessibility, and all of this information needs to be filled out. The more information, the better. Okay, so that's number one. Okay. Number two is filling out their um, getting reviews, right? So reviews is this is one area that I think the pastors and the church were still kind of working things out. Um, so we haven't fully executed this review strategy only because the church is not an organization. So just doing a reactivation campaign or sending out an email to all of their past customers or current customers. Well, let's not. I take that back. It's not customers, but congregation members, right? So he didn't want to just send out a blank email or emails asking for reviews. So we're still working on that. So even without us seeking out reviews, we were able to do to get them, expand their search so that they can be found with other search terms, right? And then Um, the third thing that we did was we uploaded a bunch of photos. The more photos, the better, right? And this is where Google, if with any social media platform, I consider Google Business Profile it's not really a social platform. It's more of a listing, but you can consider it a social platform as well. Previously, you would need to. There was this, you know, this I guess myth or I guess a practice where geotagging used to um, help, but now geotagging it's a myth. It really doesn't help. Geotagging photos, uploading to Google Business Profile is not important, and so we don't geotag photos anymore. So we uploaded a bunch of photos, okay, and then um, what we also did was we edited their services here, right? The services, and this is one area that we will continue to test, right? Um, and the reason I say test is because with any social media platform, you always has to test and see what works and what doesn't work. And then also Google is always changing the algorithm as well. And so we want to make sure that we stay on top of what they're doing, right? Or what Google is doing to change when they change the algorithm, right? But I do know that the number two factor that really helps with Google Business Profile is reviews. The more reviews, not only getting reviews, but also responding to reviews very promptly affects algorithm as well, right? As I said previously, reviews in the eyes of Google is um, keywords ranking, and that's content. Okay, not as important, but it is still important. Is providing updates, like pushing out images and videos um, on your Google Business Profile. I think that helps as well. Okay, and that's one area that we are working on. As much as I want to help the church with that, I know that my video photography is not to par. My wife always says that. Oops, let me. Oops. So as I was saying, my wife is always telling me that, when I take photos, it's like you take the worst photo. So as much as I try to help in that area, we're probably gonna have somebody from our church take photos and then relay to us so that we can push it out into their feed as well as upload the photo into their photo gallery because that's as I said before, that's one other area that's going to help with content wise. Okay, I hope. Last mention. For those that are interested in optimizing their Google Business Profile and you would like to have us work on and basically do everything for you, you can contact me, reach me via on my website or on our we check all of our social media, so you can always reach out to us by all of the social media platforms. But if you would like to do it yourself, I have created a course, a 30-day, basically a course that gives you step by step on how to do it, so that you don't have to. It's basically done with you. Basically, everything that we've done, I basically laid out in the course as well, and you can find that link in below. And I'm gonna put that link. It's only because I've just finished creating that course, and I'm going to be releasing it this week. Um, and let me see if I can. Hi, Ava. Thanks for stopping by. And I'm going to put the link of that course. Let me see here. Let me see if I can find it. I should have been a little bit ready for that, but I am going to put here courses, kmadison.com, Google Goldmine, and that's the name of the course. And so I'm gonna put it here. Oh, that's not the one. My mistake. This one right here. All right. So I know it's a bit, the link is kind of long, so the link is below, and basically that is what we've done in terms of providing step by step. It's a 4-week module, so basically, um, if you follow this module step by step, week 1, week 2, week 3, week 4, you should have your Google Business Profile up and running where now every business is different. You're not gonna get the same results in one business, and it all depends on where you are with your website. The better your website is, there's other ranking factors involved, but Joy Christian Fellowship had a website and they've been around for a long time. So if you like if you're a brand new organization and you have no digital foundation, no online presence, no matter how much you try to optimize your Google Business Profile, you may not still be ranking. But that's not to say it's not impossible. It is possible, right? Um, maybe so yeah. Um, yeah, there's no guarantee. That's the one thing. But I do know that if you implement the steps, you will start getting results, right? And I know, and it also depends on the industry as well. How competitive is your industry? How, if you look at other competitors and they have like 500 reviews as opposed to you starting with zero, then of course you've got more competition. So that's why I tell all businesses right now, the better you got to get ahead. You got to start, because the longer you wait, the long the you're going to be left behind. Okay. All right. So on that note, I hope this was helpful, and I look forward to seeing you. Go check out the course, and if you have any questions whatsoever, you can always comment below. Now, this is streaming to YouTube. I believe I added LinkedIn as well, so you can post your questions there, and I'm always, I always answer them, or I try to. All right. All right. On that note, I am going off to my weekly mastermind call, which is in about 10 minutes, and see you next week. Okay. Bye now.